Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I am obviously here in the Maldives and I'm sharing with you a packing list because this is crucial to having a good trip here in the Maldives. So let's go inside where it's a little bit quieter, no seaplane sounds, and we're going to talk about what you should bring and a few things that you should definitely not pack. All right, guys, let's jump into it. First of all, we're going to talk about the things that you should definitely bring with you and not forget, because these are going to be really important. First off is a small first aid kit. They will have stuff here on the property. They do have a clinic. Each resort will have a little clinic, but if you just need something real quick, or you hurt yourself, or you need something in the middle of the night, then you'll have it with you, and it's easy to, access things like Band-Aids, like Neosporin, things like that you're going to want to have with you. The other really big thing is you want to make sure to have some, like all of your medicine, if you're on prescription medication or if you take anything regularly, make sure you bring enough of that, plus a few days. I always bring, if I'm doing a 7-day trip, I usually bring about 10 days worth of stuff, just in case. There's always stuff that comes up and you get held up, weather, world events, things like that. So I always bring a little bit extra with me just in case, but a lot of people don't think about that. You will have, you're probably going to need some Band-Aids at some point. I've already done it twice. The coral is pretty jagged, and also you've got wood planks everywhere that you go, or even on the beach you could cut yourself on a shell or something like that. So make sure you bring a little first aid kit with you. It doesn't have to be big. This is actually mine. If you've watched my channel before, you probably know I'm a big Sanrio fan. And although I know, shocking, if you probably already know, Kuromi is my favorite, and this one is Cinnamon Roll, which is my second favorite. Both of those are behind, of course, the Queen Hello Kitty. All right, let's keep talking. Next one, you want to make sure that you bring, if you're prone to motion sickness, make sure you bring some ginger candy or motion sickness pills with you. I lean into meclizine. That seems to work better for me personally. It doesn't make me drowsy and doesn't make me feel like I'm out of it for the whole time, because those boat rides and those seaplanes are not to be messed with, and it absolutely is necessary to do one of those to get to where you're going if you're going to be staying on a resort atoll. So make sure you bring that with you, is some ginger candy like I usually bring, or you can also, like I said, take some pills if you need to. I just did the candy in the plane. It was about 45-minute plane ride and then a 10-minute boat ride, and I didn't have any issues just by using the ginger chews. The next thing, speaking of seaplane, is you want to have some earplugs with you, and I use these. They are loops is what these are called, and there's probably going to be a link to this down in the description, but this is what the little thing looks like. It's so light, it's so small. These are great. I use these usually at night to sleep with, but on the plane I had heard that the seaplanes are really loud. They are so loud. Like, you can hear absolutely nothing but the sound of those, propellers whirring on that plane. So make sure you bring these with you if you have sensitive ears. And honestly, everyone should wear them. I'm surprised the airlines don't give them out, because it is so loud. My watch alerted me that it was way too loud. I was like, yes, I know. And then that alerted me to remember to put these in my ears. Next thing, we're going to talk about sun protection. So the first thing, two things. The first one is make sure you bring reef safe sunscreen with you. That's really important, because obviously these atolls are surrounded by the reefs, and you're going to be down there swimming, and you want to make sure that you're not bringing, causing damage to the corals that are here, or even to the fish that you're going to encounter. Yes, I do wear sunscreen, I know. You're probably like, does she wear sunscreen? Yes, everyone should wear sunscreen, because it protects your skin. And the sun here in the Maldives is super intense, guys. So make sure you bring some protection with you. So make sure that it is reef safe sunscreen that you bring with you. This one, I came from Thailand, so I bought this one at one of the pharmacies in Thailand. If you buy it here at the resort, it's an exorbitant amount. I mean, we're talking like $30, $40 for a big bottle of one of these. So pretty crazy if you forget it. And bring enough with you, like either bring a big bottle depending on, you know, how much you think you need. Either bring a big bottle, or I just brought a little one like this because I mostly use it on my arms. I have a separate one I use for my face anyways. My moisturizer has a 50 SPF sunscreen in it. So I use that for my face, and then I use this basically just for my arms for the most part. So not too bad for that. And then the next thing is make sure you bring a hat of some sort for protection. Like I said, the sun is super intense. If you have glasses and you can get sunglasses to put over them, bring that with you. If not, you know, if you have the tinted ones, then that's great. And if you don't wear glasses, then bring some sunglasses, even if you don't normally wear them. Again, the sun here is so intense. So either bring, you know, a hat like this or like a ball cap, whatever works for you, whatever you think looks nice. Everybody's walking around with them anyways. So just bring something to protect yourself and help keep that sun out of your face. Next thing is we're going to talk about a little protective pouch, and this can be for your phone or for something else. I tell you what, I don't usually have an issue with draining the battery on my phone. I could usually go the whole day, absolutely no issues whatsoever. But here, for some reason, it might be because of the sun, because the phone gets hot and sometimes that drains the battery a little bit faster. But I find myself having to use my battery charger like crazy, you guys. I love this one because it tells me the percentage of how much is left on here to charge. And you can do USB-C and USB, and you can charge it as well. It charges 2 items. You can charge 2 things at once on here, which is really great. But the other cool thing is, even if your phone is waterproof, this guy is not going to be waterproof. So I just put him inside here and bring him along with me so that I can have some power when I need it, because it's shocking how much I have used this here. Almost every day I feel like my battery is dying quickly on my phone, and it's a fairly new phone. I've only had it for a year, and like I said, I don't normally have to charge it until the evening when I go to bed. So I think it's the sun that's maybe draining it. I don't know. You could tell me what you think in the comments. Not that it matters too awful much, but that's that. The next thing is if you have prescription glasses like me. So most of the resorts are going to provide snorkeling gear for you, masks, snorkel, vests, you know, floaties, things like that, usually in your room, which we have here. But if you have prescription glasses and you need prescription goggles, then I would bring my own and not worry about, just, you know, take up the room in your bag so that you can actually see the stuff. I don't have a problem with things up close, so I didn't bring, I don't have prescription goggles because I don't normally snorkel, but so these are perfectly fine. But if you want them to fit perfectly over your face, or if you want the full face one, which a lot of people seem to like, you can get your own and bring that with you. So just kind of keep that in mind. The next thing is we're going to talk about a dry bag. So this one actually is provided here at in my room from the hotel, and I could use this during my stay. The other thing that you should bring with you is a microfiber towel. So a small towel that you can bring with you, because a lot of the resorts, including this one, will not allow you to bring the resort towels with you because they're too big and bulky. And so if you have a microfiber towel with you, that will make things a lot easier to just dry off real quick so that you're not soaking wet. You don't need a big giant towel to wrap yourself in because you'll dry pretty quickly in this sun. But if you want to just, you know, quickly dry off your hands, your face, legs quickly like that, microfiber towel will be great. And a dry bag is great because it will keep all of your things protected. So if you don't have one of these, just bring one of these and then you'll have access to your stuff. You can keep this with you. It's got a little sling on it. This one was provided, as I said earlier, by the hotel. Next important thing is that it gets cold here at night, or at least for me, or cool. I'll take back the cold. It gets cool. So I usually have this cardigan that I put on. It's got sleeves. I always travel with this one anyways because I tend to get cold very easily. But at night, it's very breezy and quite cool. Once the sun goes down, the sun is intense when it's out, but when the sun finally does go down, it really does get cool super quick. So make sure that you have something for that. Guys, you can bring like a long sleeve linen type shirt. Make sure you just bring light things as far as clothing is concerned, linen, shirts and pants. And we'll talk more about clothing here in just one second. Another thing too is to just have, you're gonna be in your swimsuit an awful lot, especially ladies. So bring a nice little light cover up with you. As you can see, that is super light. You can see right through it. But this is nice. Just put this on over my suit and I could walk around anywhere because you are really just going to be in your suit most of the time that you're here at the resort. You're not going to be getting dressed for too much other than just maybe, to go to the restaurants and things like that. Then you'll put, throw some linen pants on over your suit and a light sweater or cover up like this and you'll be good to go. All right, so let's talk about a few things that you don't need to bring with you. The first one, so I mentioned earlier about clothing and light clothing. The first thing you need to know is not to bring too much stuff with you. You really just aren't gonna need it. When it boils down to it, like I said earlier, you're going to end up wearing your swimsuit most of the time. So I would take up the room with bringing swimsuits in your suitcase instead of bringing a ton of clothing. So you're just not going to need much more than that. I brought 3 pairs of pants with me, and I've just been switching those out. And again, I don't wear them that much anyway, so it's not like they're gonna be dirty. But same thing with the tops. I brought 5 tops, but again, I think I've only worn like 3 in 4 days so far because I'm just gonna be in my swimsuit most of the time. The next one is to not bring too many shoes or fancy shoes. Just bring some sandals. That's really all you're going to need because you just want it to be easy and casual. The thing is the flooring here at the resorts is wooden and you're gonna get if you're wearing heels, you're gonna get those heels stuck in those little wooden slats and you just don't need them because it's just not necessary and they don't really want you to, you don't really need to do that. You're gonna walk in the sand some too. The other thing is all of the resorts are gonna have a hairdryer and to be honest with you, again, you're gonna live in the ocean and in the pools and you just don't wanna make a big fuss about your hair. When it boils down to it, you really just wanna, quickly dry it, throw it up in a bun or throw it into some braids and you're good to go. That's pretty much what every woman here looks like. No one's walking around with, flowy model hair. Literally everyone has their hair either in a bun or into braids because it's easy breezy. And then on top of that, we're all wearing hats anyways because we're trying to protect our faces from the sun because it is so bright. One more thing also to mention, if you are still going to bring a lot anyways, just note that the airline, the seaplanes, if you're going to be riding a seaplane, they do weigh the bags before you get on the seaplane and they do mark them, your handbag and your checked bag. They weigh those because they do have limitations on those. And if you go over, they actually will charge you extra for that extra weight. So make sure that you keep that in mind. Bring something a little bit smaller and don't really worry about that. Okay, so a couple of other things to consider as well. If you are prone to getting mosquito bites, then you don't have to worry too much about that here in the Maldives. I am somebody who mosquitoes absolutely adore for some ridiculous reason. I don't know why. And I haven't had any issue with that here. I did bring some mosquito spray with me as well as mosquito lotion that I bought in Thailand. And I haven't really had to use it and haven't had any mosquito bites whatsoever. They did tell me that we're quite far from from Malé and it's a long ways for them basically to fly. They said they only fly for so far. So that's not really an issue here on a lot of the atolls. Some of them, it will be an issue. So bring just a small bottle just to save space and to save weight in your bag. bring a little one with you so that you can keep yourself protected. And also, you're going to want to, especially if you're in the ocean, you're going to want to rinse off or wash your suits each day if you go into the ocean. So you can do that right here in your room, either in the sink or in the tub. You can bring either washer sheets or the small travel washing pods, and you can use those to wash your suit when you are, when you're done with them for the day. So also a couple of things to note. The Maldives is a Muslim country and alcohol is banned. So you can't bring alcohol it's banned to bring alcohol into or onto the island, into the country. So make sure that you're not packing, little bottles or whatever. They do scan your bags when you come out of immigration before you actually walk into the full arrival area. So if you have some in your bag, they are going to see it at that point. And I did see, they did confiscate some stuff because I could see it, not from people that I saw, but you could see in the back they were sitting there, little bottles of alcohol that they had taken from people. And then also for those who travel with a drone, you can't fly drones here. It is illegal unless you have a license or a permit to use it. And they are pretty fussy about that. So try to, keep yourself out of trouble. And if you don't need it for something else or for your next trip from here, then I would just not pack it to avoid any issues with it at the airport. But just know that drones are not allowed unless you have a permit or a license to fly them in the Maldives. So guys, hopefully this is helpful to you as you are planning for your trip to the Maldives. I also have a Maldives tips video on here on the channel, as well as a tour and some more information from the resort where I stayed. If you have any other questions, ask me down in the comment. I'll put links down there for everything that I mentioned in this video. If you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Give me a like if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.